We got two tough fixtures in the league today. If we get anything from either of these games, I'll be absolutely delighted. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 27 of my Bristol Rovers FM20 playthrough. My name is James, and on today's episode, we have two very difficult fixtures in the Premier League. We welcome Liverpool to St Mary's Stadium, and then we go away to Old Trafford to face top of the table Manchester United. But just before that, and before I get into what's happened since the last episode, I'm going to send you back in the past for the first piece of news of today's episode. It's James from the past here, coming to you live from the Carabao Cup quarter-final draw. Why the Carabao Cup quarter-final draw? Because we have just won at home against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup 2-1 to make it into the quarter-final hat. And I thought I would do this live on cam for you guys to be able to see. Now, there's not many, there's never any easy team. There wasn't any easy teams left in this anyway, but there's even fewer now. Our best chance is probably QPR. We have managed to get a draw against Man City, but doubt we'll do that again. So I think hopefully we can hope for QPR, either that or I think we're going to get probably another drumming. So let's see how it goes. So we go to automatic draw. First name out of the hat is... We are at home against QPR from League. We have got the best chance of going through to a Carabao Cup semi-final, which would be awesome. That couldn't have gone any better. Right, if we look at the schedule, when does that come up? Mid-December. That is going to be one half of the next episode after this one. And it'll either be Tottenham or Wolves, depending on where they are. Wolves are 19th at the moment, so that's probably the more important match, with Tottenham being up in 11th. But yeah, expect to see that in a future episode. Back to present day James. So that was the first of the two matches I played in between the two episodes. The other match wasn't as positive. It was a 2-0 loss away at Everton. Away matches are going to be tough in this division, full stop anyway. We did play okay. The ratings definitely don't show that. I mean, there's a couple of 6.9s in there. We definitely gave it a good showing in places, but Everton just had a different level of class. Calvert-Lewin got both goals. He just had two opportunities where he tore straight through us and scored both goals. Neither were spectacular as such. I think they just showed their superior quality. And following on from that, we go to the other side of the Mersey to Liverpool, where we invite them to St Mary's Stadium, which is going to be the match now. And this is the team for today's episode. We have Trafford in goal, a back four of Holmes, Dennis, Lockyer, who comes in for Kilgore, who drops to the bench. I've had a couple of conversations with him. We've given him a formal warning. It said that he had been boosted in his mentality by the warnings and the conversations, but he still had another poor game in the last episode and in the last match. So Lockyer comes in, Long, and then Kraft comes in for Korea for very similar reasons. He's picked up 5 bookings so far this season and not really put in a strong performance, so Kraft comes in for him. Clark rolls, and Bud continues his spot in central midfield. We're not doing any worse than we were with Sammy in the team, so I'd like to continue with Bud for the time being, at the very least as a development opportunity, see how he can take the pressure of being the playmaker in a Premier League side. Barrett, Arzani, and then Clark Harris up front. Drop back to a positive mentality for this game. From an attacking mentality, all the pressure is going to be on Liverpool coming to us. Everyone's expecting them to absolutely hammer us. So I think if we just sit back, a little bit more than we have done in some of the other matches, take the pace down a little bit, maybe a positive mentality will give us just enough attacking oomph to maybe push forward, but at the very least will hopefully stop our players from tiring out as quickly. I'm going to say passionately, well, nothing to lose here. That's pretty much been the team talk for the majority of these matches. We've got nothing to lose. There should be no pressure on us at all. I've even checked the club vision, and it says that they are pleased. The fact that we are satisfied, that we are at least trying to fight against relegation. Not doing a very good job, but at least we are fighting. And with our run in the Carabao Cup as well, that's provided me with a B on my grade, a managerial grade, which is always a good thing. Half an hour in, Liverpool have a free kick with Alexander-Arnold. Trafford makes a save, but Mane is there first. Puts a ball back across into Gomez. Gomez at the back post. Liverpool make it 1. On 31 minutes. Trafford did make a very good save there. Disappointing for him because Mane was first to the ball. No one tracked him. We were crowding around him there. But who was that at the back post? Number 15, Long at the back post again. My central defenders are not very good at marking, and Rolls is now injured. Right, I think the only option is going to be, I think we'll swap Bud across to that side. Keep him as a Mazzala, and we'll take Rolls off and bring on Sammy to play in that playmaker role. But within the space of 2 minutes there, our plans have fallen apart. We've got a player off injured. We've now gone 1-0 behind. I think in the second half we might maybe come out as an attacking mentality because we may as well go for it now. But Liverpool do have another highlight here. Mane with the ball, taking it into the penalty area, across to Chamberlain at the back post. And then Oxlade-Chamberlain there makes it 2. Just before 40 minutes, just before half-time. We may as well come out attacking in the second half, if anything, actually. Let's just switch now. There's no point really sitting back any longer. We do have a highlight. Trafford with the ball to Long. Can Long find the pass? He does. He finds Kraft to Sammy. To Ozani. Ozani's got a little bit of space there for him to be able to run into. He's got Clark Harris in front of him. Can he find him? But he does get tackled, though, by Gomez. And Liverpool look to bring the ball forward. Route 1 football through to Firmino. This is probably going to be 3, but Trafford comes out to meet him and smothers the ball. So there we go, 2-0 half-time, probably what I would have expected at the start of the match. It would have been nice to try and play as well as we did against Man City. I'm going to say that it was absolutely terrible. We should be, even against a side like this, we've shown against Man City that we can put up a bit more of a fight. But we do have a highlight here, straight after half-time, Long with the ball. Then big ball forward, looking for Clark Harris, but Clark Harris can't collect the ball up there by himself. We are pressuring, though. Ozani manages to win the ball back. He's been given loads of space, though, running into the penalty area. Can he find Clark Harris? Back of the net by Clark Harris. We pull a goal back on 48 minutes. Liverpool 2, Bristol Rovers 1. Clark Harris gets his 4th goal of the season. Ozani did really well. Both him and Harris did really well there to pressure Liverpool into making a mistake. Ozani would give a masses of space, managed to find Clark Harris, who'd drifted into space into the centre, and puts it into the back of the net and gives us a lifeline to try and get something back in this game. We have another highlight. Long with the free kick, back in defence. Kraft has the ball there, back to Long. Trying to find a pass, tries to ball forward, but he does find Clark Harris this time. Can he find another pass to Long? Out to Kraft in space. Ozani is in space here. Takes to the penalty area. Can he take a shot? Oh, and the ball is, I think it's Becker in goal for Liverpool. Manages to get a hand to it. It trickles wide, but we do have a corner here. We've come out the traps in the second half. Barrett with the ball in the centre, but Gomez manages to clear up. Only as far as Ozani. Can Ozani manage to find the cross there? He does. Puts it into the centre, but Liverpool managed to clear it. Kraft, though, is first to the ball, and that ends the highlight. Right, I think 61 minutes. Let's make a substitution. Kraft is looking tired. Let's bring on Korea for him. Holmes Dennis, again, isn't playing very well, unfortunately. We can't really seem to find a left-back that manages to put in a good performance. We'll bring on Connolly for him. Why not bring the youngster on? Give him an opportunity to try and make a difference. Right, 66 minutes on the clock. Alexander-Arnold with the throw-in. Receives the ball back, looking for space to try and get across him, but we do manage to block it. Clark manages to block the ball. Hoofs it forward. Clark Harris manages to collect it. Can we do something with this? He manages to turn his man. Is he looking for Ozani out on the right-hand side? But Liverpool managed to win the ball back again. It's a nice idea. Great turn by Clark Harris. But Mane is now bringing the ball forward. A great tackle, but only goes as far as Firmino. Firmino goes all the way back, though, and Clark Harris manages to win the ball from the wayward pass from Firmino. Clark Harris, though, takes a very long shot from outside the penalty area, and it goes wide. We have another highlight here. Barrett with the ball to Connolly. Connolly then back to Barrett, but Barrett's being pressured, but Connolly manages to find space. Out to Barrett. Barrett in the penalty area to Clark Harris, and we have equalised on 71 minutes. Clark Harris gets his 2nd of the game, our 2nd of the game, and his 5th of the season to draw us level at home to Liverpool. We have come out in this second half, and between Bud and Connolly there, passing really nicely. Sammy managed to put the ball through to Barrett. Barrett was in space again, found Clark Harris, and we have managed to pull this level. And we have got to think now the momentum is in our favour here. We are on very attacking. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to keep going at it. Let's tell the guys to get creative. Let's get some inspiration. Let's go after them. We need points at this point. But if we keep attacking, hopefully at the very least we can keep this point. We're now going into to added time. There's 2 minutes of added time left. 3, 4, 5. And that is it. Full time. Bristol Rovers 2, Liverpool 2. We have pulled another draw against an upper half. Another draw against a top 6 side in the Premier League. Absolutely fantastic. They did brilliantly in that second half. It really says to me that we should just come out and attack. I think that is the best opportunity we have at trying to survive in this game, survive in this league this season. Clark Harris shines again. A brace for him. Did really well in front of goal. Right, let's see if we can go do the same at Old Trafford. After the international break, we are back here for the second match of today's episode. A trip to Old Trafford. It is top versus bottom, with Man United in first and us down at the bottom of the table in what is likely to be the toughest match we play this season. In between the matches, there was an international break. As I said, we did play a friendly against Derby. Just a little match to try and get some game time into some of the more fringe players in the squad. I think we had 5 or 6 international call-ups, so there were a number of first-team players missing, but at least half the first-team squad did get a run around, as said some of the more fringe players of the squad. But here we are for the Man United Bristol Rovers game, and this is the team that is going to play Man United today. We have Trafford in goal, a back four of Connolly, Kilgore, Long and Correa, Clark, Cole and Sammy in central midfield. Sammy comes back into the squad. Bud has picked up a knock, so he is not in the match squad today. Barrett, Arzani and Clark Harris make up the front three. Now, going into this match with a positive mentality, we did jump up to an attacking mentality against Liverpool. I think we'll start the match, see how the match is going to play out. If it looks very early on the fact that we're going to get steamrollered, then maybe we go to an attacking mentality again and try and pull the game back as we did. However, I think this is going to be very much a different kettle of fish in this match, even compared with Liverpool. I say we've got nothing to lose here. Show them what we're capable of. Didn't get quite the same reactions we did against Liverpool there, but hopefully we get the same outcome. We have a free kick here though with Barrett. Barrett takes a shot, but it's not even on target, unfortunately, and goes wide of the post. This time Man United have a free kick. This time they go out wide to Maguire, who's in the penalty area. He manages to cross it back across to the free kick taker, who's in a little bit of space, but Clark manages to clear the ball to Clark Harris, but Clark Harris manages to get a head on it, but can't head it down as there is nobody else there. So Man United win the ball back again and look to bring the ball forward. Look to try and craft an opportunity. Williams out wide in masses of space. No one putting pressure on him. He puts the ball inside, out to the back post. Dembele was there at the back post, but Trafford was wise to it and managed to collect the ball. De Gea with the ball again. This time we managed to win the ball back. Long looking for the ball forward, trying to find Alzani, but he wasn't that far forward, and we managed to lose the ball again. Smalling looking to put the ball out wide to Dembele, who comes in on the left-hand side. And I think it's Lautaro tries to take the shot, but it goes wide for a corner. Corner into the centre. Cole manages to clear it, but only as far as Dembele. The ball looks to try and put the cross in again, but Arzani manages to block it. Stops it also going for a corner as well. I think let's go attacking. 20 minutes gone. We've had one or two shots. We have had a little bit of the ball so far in this game. This may be a mistake, but let's see how we can do pushing forward. Arzani manages to collect the ball here to Sammy, to Clark. No real space there. We're getting pressured off of the ball, and Clark's wayward pass is lost to Man United. Then Baylor to bring the ball forward again. He manages to skin our defender, but Connolly manages to win the ball back though. Puts it forward, but only as far as Smalling, who's on the halfway line. And Man United look to come forward again. Dembele again with the ball, looking to put a cross in. Back to Bissaka, into the centre. Kilgore clears. Ball comes back and is pinging around everywhere. And in what is basically an open net, Carrasco puts it into the back of the net, making it Man United 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Gets his second goal of the season. It was ping-ponging around all over the place in that penalty area. Kilgore managed to clear it the first time. It was put back in, deflected off Kilgore again. Trafford had tried to make a save the first time round, was on the floor, and then it was just knocked into the back of the empty net. Man United with the ball again. Maguire with the free kick, looking to try and bring it forward, to try and get Man United second. Can we press them and try and win the ball back? He's pushed all the way back to De Gea, but De Gea looks to bring it, push it forward again to Bissaka, back to Smalling. We managed to clear it again, but Man United do win the ball back. But Correa manages to win, but it only goes as far as Maguire. We managed to win the ball back, but our wayward passes forward are just handing Man United possession back again. It isn't very good. But Carrasco manages to come in on the come in from the right hand side, but we managed to win the ball back. This time it goes to Clark Harris. Clark Harris looks to bring the ball forward. This highlight has been going on for a long time for something not to happen. He's into the penalty area. However, his shot is fairly tame, and De Gea is not challenged. Right, coming up on half time, only one goal in it so far. I'll take that going in at half-time, the fact we're only one goal down. We have an opportunity in the second half. We had one or two very small chances. We had a very clear chance with Clark Harris, actually, in that first half, where he was free in the penalty area. He didn't really take the shot. Trafford's had a really good game by the looks of it as well. I'm going to passionately say, we're the underdogs here. Let's play the underdog team talk. Go outside and give the fans something to cheer for. They've had a great day out coming up to Old Trafford. Let's see if they can go away with at least a goal. Even if we don't get the outcome that we want, at the very least we can. And it doesn't look like we're going to. Carrasco there with a free kick, didn't touch anyone at all. Trafford got nowhere near it, into the back of the net, and that's Man United 2, Bristol Rovers 0. I'm not going to say it's completely over. I mean, Trafford could have done better. That the wall maybe should have done better, but it was a great free kick. Let's go very attacking. Let's get the players to show some passion. We did this against Liverpool. We came back from 2-0 down. I think it's probably unlikely to happen in this match again. Lightning is unlikely to strike twice. But we'll take Connolly off. We'll bring on... I mean, both our fullbacks have been awful in this game. I wish I'd noticed that before, and I probably would have taken them off. Although it wouldn't have made a difference to the free kick. But let's switch our fullbacks out. Let's bring on two experienced fullbacks, hopefully to strengthen out on the out wide. But Man United do have a throw in with Williams to the goal scorer, Carrasco, who looks to bring the ball forward. Back to Williams, back to Carrasco, who's managed to find a bit of space into the penalty area. Although he is blocked, but Williams managed to bring the ball in the second time round. No one looking to get that ball back out to Dembele. Dembele puts a cross in again to Lautaro, but Lautaro puts it over the top, and he is unable to make it 3. De Gea at the back with the free kick for Man United, looking to bring the ball forward. Kraft manages to win the ball, but only as far as Williams, the Man United fullback. And Man United look to bring the ball forward again. Kraft managed to win the ball yet again, but again only to a Man United player. Doesn't manage to bring it down to a Rovers player. But the shot from Carrasco isn't as good as his free kick, and Trafford manages to collect. Let's make another substitution. Barrett hasn't played very well. Let's take him off. Let's bring on Zane Walker for a rare appearance. Let's see if he can work a little bit of magic. Arzani here with the ball, though, straight from the highlight. But right as that's the beginning of the highlight, I'm going to guess Man United are going to counter-attack here, and they are looking to, with Carrasco looking to bring the ball forward, not being pressured at all into the penalty area. He hits the post. The woodwork saves our blushes there. No one pressured him at all. He steamrolled through our entire team there, along with the free kick, though. He's headed back to Kilgore, to Holmes Dennis, to Clark, to Cole, who's just come on. Holmes Dennis again to Kilgore, looking for another wayward ball. But Carrasco looks to bring the ball forward again. Takes it straight past, who was a Kraft there. Greenwood in the centre. I don't know whether Trafford was caught flat-footed there, but that was poor from Trafford. That was a very weak shot. I'm not sure. I couldn't see from the first time round whether he was just going the wrong way. But Carrasco brings the ball forward, puts it in for Greenwood. It looks like he was originally going the wrong way, but it just rolled underneath him. Trafford should have done better than that. His reflexes are supposed to be pretty good. Trafford with the ball, with the goal kick to Long. Ball forward again, but lost yet again to Man United. Sammy though brings the ball forward again to Clark, who's trying to look for an opportunity, but we are being pressed off the ball here. Kilgore with the ball, looking out wide. That's much better. Out wide to Walker. Can Walker make something of this? Looking to bring it into the centre again to Sammy. Out wide to Cole, who's come forward, takes a shot, takes it on the, I think it was like the half volley, hits the post and goes out for a corner. I don't know if we've had a couple of corners in this game, but we didn't manage to make anything of that. And Man United managed to clear it, and that's it there. I couldn't really expected much more from that game. Trafford did played very well. I think he was at fault for that third goal, but he still managed to get a positive rating. Old Trafford was going to be a tough place, even for stable and regular Premier League teams. So the fact this is our first outing up here it was not surprising that we weren't able to do as much as we thought we could do. Gave it a good effort, lads. I think honestly we paid poor, but I don't want to demoralise them too much. But we stay rooted to the bottom of the table with 6 points. The gap is now growing to 4 points now between us, and Brighton. Villa have jumped up as well. Wolves and Watford have now joined us. So Crystal Palace and Fulham, who were expected to be in the relegation zone, are up in 14th and 11th respectively. But I did say if we got anything from these matches, I was going to be delighted. We did manage to get a point there against Liverpool. However, it would be more valuable if we were able to win against the teams that are around us. So let's look. Where should we come back? I think the Carabao Cup quarter-final and Wolves. I think that decides it. Wolves is now in the relegation zone with us. That's going to be a massive match. Whether they'll be there when we get to that point, but I think that's going to be the next match. Possible chance of a semi-final, and hopefully, another win to try and drag us closer to relegation survival. And if you enjoyed that, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of brand new FM20 videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5 PM. And thank you very much for watching.